What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today is going to be a interesting day. If you don't notice, right now I'm in my wife's 2017 Subaru Crosstrek. We're going to take this and go get some materials, mainly just because I'm absolutely shot and I don't feel like driving my car right now. So we leave for a cool 2 days of racing. We're going up to Toronto Motorsports Park next weekend. Today we will be installing something that I should have installed 2 weeks after buying my WRX, but it finally just clicked to me, like, why did you not buy this yet? We're going to be installing the Boomba short throw shifter, replacing the OEM stock one that makes you travel about 3 miles to each gear. I've looked at like every install video you could possibly have. Subi Speeds is really good, but it's like you're underneath the car for 10 minutes, then you're in the car for 20 minutes, and then you're out of the car assembling, deassembling, and then assembling it for like 4.5 hours probably. So I'm basically just expecting the worst with this thing. It's gonna be a little out of my element, especially the reassemble. The deassemble doesn't look too bad. Got all the tools I need, and you know, I'm just gonna follow it step by step. I'm gonna do my best with filming it. I lowered my car probably a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago. So before I did that, I had this shitty jack that honestly is like a death trap. I have no idea why I bought it. I was in a pinch at the time that I bought it and just needed something to work, didn't feel like spending a bunch of money, and I bought it, and it was a pile of garbage. And now it won't even fit underneath my car. So we're gonna go drop the bucks, and we're gonna get a 3 or 4 ton low profile jack. Just gonna go and pick up my coffee from the Bucks and head back to the house and get working on it. That was the first time I've ever ordered it from the app and like got my card set up and all that garbage. And of course it's the one that I don't usually go to, and it didn't have a drive-through, and I'm sounding like a super privileged piece of shit right now when I'm saying I had to get out and wait in line. It was really like a terrible Starbucks experience. Top it off, my first ever serious ex-girlfriend sitting there waiting for her coffee. Can't write this shit up. You can't make it up, man. It's funny as hell. Look at this fucking unit. Bad boy is a beaut. Nice low profile, really smooth, even on the decel. Awesome. I'm stoked. Got myself a nice little creeper. Easier to get in and out of here. And then just a couple things. They said to lube up the short shifter. So I got some grease and better snap ring pliers because the ones that I got are trash. I already knew doing this in the driveway, not in the air, was going to be a huge task. But it's just how it goes sometimes. Sometimes it just be that way. This isn't actually too bad because there's only 4 bolts on this heat shield. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm sure you can see that maybe, if not. So that's the first step of getting this whole thing going here. So I'm gonna put the camera down and get working on it. If I wasn't on this creeper, I'd probably have way more room, but it's nice to be able to slide in and out. Heat shield's out, so now it's these 4 bolts, 10 millimeter bolts on this. This is the cover for the shift assembly. So this is basically everywhere we're working here. So these 4 bolts will come out, and then that will drop, and we'll see where we are after that. So I know that I wasn't gonna say this was like a piece by piece thing, but we're just gonna roll with it. Next step would be to remove the shift cable here. With the flathead screwdriver, you literally just pry it in between there, nice and easy, just to get it off that pin. So this releases here. So the next step would be to disengage the main shift cable, which is that white piece there. There's 2 little wire hangers that you have to kind of push at the same time, and then that drops right down. So the next step would be to take the 4 10 millimeter bolts out that holds the shift assembly down. It's the back 2 there, and then the ones in the middle. Yeah, so it's these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm pretty sure that's it for being underneath the car. Pretty sure. We'll see. just gotta probably be a little, there we go. There it is. There is your OEM long as shit shift assembly. That was pretty easy, to be completely honest with you. I mean, I know this part's gonna be really tedious and I'm stressed as fuck about it, but everything else so far has been pretty easy. I'd like to introduce you to the poor man's workbench. Trusty garbage can. So now that the shift assembly is out, we're taking these two wiring harness screws out. Yeah, it's just on this side. So these will come out, and then we're gonna take this 12mm bolt that comes all the way across out. As you can see, the first bolt came out so fucking easy, and this one's being a complete cocksucker. It's like it's either stripped or it's just not. It's just not being a friend. It's moving. Yeah, I think this is just like a stripped piece of shit screw. I'm completely stumped right now. This entire thing is going to a halt because of this one bolt. This came out perfectly fine, no problems. This one is spinning inside this little square here, and no matter what anchor I try to put in here, it does not hold it. So I have no idea what I'm gonna do right now. One single bolt holding this entire operation up, because this entire bottom right here won't come off. So we're gonna head to the store, get a couple tools that I think will help get it off. Get some either epoxy or JB Weld to fix the strip that happened in the square. I am fucking exhausted. I am reaching 32 hours awake right now, so give me strength. Here we go, we're at the depot. The Lord and Savior JB Weld. I don't think you can get any better than that, I'm sorry. Like, even if these batteries don't last that long, you got another one to back up to be charged at all times. It's a perfect setup. You're currently watching and witnessing a man lose his goddamn fucking marbles. So I got home, got all excited about my drill, and then quickly realized I didn't have an impact adapter, because I've never had an impact driver before. So guess who's gotta go back to Home Depot? I hate going to Home Depot. The dude who's gonna be working self-checkout again is probably gonna lose his fucking marbles. But this is Katie calling me, telling me that I'm a waste of life. That's it. Tapping out. Last trip to Home Depot today. It has to be. I will lose my fucking sanity. So I told the guy at the self-checkout, if you see me again in this store today, punch me directly in the fucking face. It's a moment of truth. Whether or not I lose my fucking gourd, or we got it done. The answer is no. Fuck, dude. I definitely just fucking fucked myself. I've been defeated by one fucking bolt. And it's not a good feeling, because in the process of me getting frustrated and me thinking, oh, this could work, oh, this could work, I basically just fucking ruined two main bolts that I have no fucking clue how I'm gonna get out without breaking that piece off. Trip to Harbor Freight, 2 trips to fucking Home Depot, and I'm sitting here like an idiot. Nate might come over later. He's got the brains. He might know what we can do. I pooched that fucking bolt that I tried to use as an anchor really, really good. So I have no idea what we're gonna do with it, but not feeling too hot right now. Fast forward 6 hours. Yeah, about 6 hours. Nate is on his way over right now. He's got magic in his brain, and I think he'll be able to help us. We got a couple other options, and we're gonna get this thing fucking done. And I'm just worried about what's gonna happen when I gotta reassemble this. Like, these are weird bolts. I can't imagine me going to a store and being like, "Hey, give me a square bolt." I don't know. One step at a time. We just gotta get this thing out of here. So
try. I need to use these somehow. So let's see what works. There's not enough grip on the handle nose.
Fortunately, we have hit a dead end of getting this out of here. So we're basically going to take this approach now. We got JB Weld all in there as best as we can, basically just making a new surface for that to grip onto, and hoping that we're going to let it sit overnight and hoping that it'll make a good enough surface for that thing to grip onto, because it's not coming out any other way without destroying it.
Straight down, all around, real hard to see if we can press it into the cracks that it might be leaving.
It'll do it. Right. If it works. This is last resort here. I don't know what else to do. This is our last resort. So the JB Weld's been set for probably 12 hours now. And honestly, it looks really good. Really got it gooped up in there. We really try to push down on the sides that had as much opening as possible. Had it sitting up just like this the entire day, or the entire night. So, how you feeling about it? You think it's gonna work?
It's gonna work.
All right, let's do this. Moment of truth. I hate this. I truly hate this.
Get a good grip and just send it as hard as possible.
Ready? Let's fucking go, boys! Let's go! Let's fucking go! JB Weld to the rescue! Are you kidding me? Let's go! This is all it was! That thing.
Oh, you can just leave it in the bolt in there.
I can. Yeah, because this. Yes! Oh my god, dude. Every ounce of stress is gone right now, because we were worried that this bolt wasn't even going to be usable again because it's so fucked. But now that JB Weld's holding tight, that hole on the top still can is usable with the parent and shift stop. You know, like, these bolts are totally fine. The threads didn't get stripped because we were smart about it and we weren't just like, fucking drill it out. Dude, I'm fired up right now. So this is it. All this stuff has to come out. This will slide out. And I gotta get this stuff out. Fuck yeah, let's get outside. Let's do it.
JB Weld everything.
Look at the size difference between the OEM and the short throw. That is at least, what, 2.5 inches? Maybe?
2 inches, maybe.
Either way, that's gonna change the travel path like a ton, and it's probably gonna be so sick, and I'm very excited. So let's keep rocking. So we had to run to the hardware store because when I took that shift assembly out, those 2 roll pins, the one came out obviously without a nut or washer. I have no idea how long it's been like that. It's crazy. I couldn't believe that when I took it out. We were in and out of there. I spent 30 cents. I would have probably went to Home Depot and shot myself in the face. So support your local hardware stores. All right, so after a ton of trial and error with this like plunger effect here, the neutral lockout, the Subaru likes to do this thing where they put metal on plastic and thinking that it wouldn't strip. Clearly it's stripped. So we got this as tight as we possibly can with this neutral lockout, and everything else went together pretty good. So we're ready to put it back in the car. After an annoying process, I got the 10mm bolts in the bottom here back into place. So the actual shift assembly is all attached on the top, inside the car, and at the bottom here. So I got the one cable back to where it needs to be right here. You can see that this just, yep, don't move around too much. And then underneath, I just got to get this adapter back into here. And that should be all back together. You can get this cover plate back on, heat shield on. That looked like all 6.
Yeah.
All good? I'm gonna keep the boot off for right now just so I can make sure everything is working in here. Running through the gears, everything goes right where it needs to be. And you can already see, like, that's first. Watch reverse. It used to be like, and put it over here. Yeah! Let's go! Let's go, boys! Oh my God, it's so good! It's so good! It's like I'm driving a race car right now. Not really, but holy shit. I'm so stoked. It feels like you went from driving a mile oh my God. It's like you were driving a mile to first gear, and then when you had to go to second, it was like 3 states over. Oh my God. Going into gear's easy. Why is my check engine light on? The check engine light that just came on is reading neutral switch input high. So I'm gonna have to take a look at what that means. I mean, obviously it's attached to this, and that was one of the things that was giving us an issue. So maybe that sensor is not completely correct. I'm gonna have to take a look at that when I get home. Looking in here, and that neutral lock, or the neutral switch lockout, is crooked right now, and it's not getting into that groove that it's supposed to be in, like in that little pinpoint right there. I'm gonna have to see what we can do about that. That'd be a pain in the butt if we can't fix that from up here, but that's got to be what's going on. It's so fucking loud.